Okay, I'm at the Rogue River, Oregon, somewhere between Crater Lake and the Pacific Ocean. A place called Natural Bridge. The water level is much higher than I was expecting, so it's not going to look like I was hoping, but it still looks really cool. So here's the deal. This here is the Rogue River in front of me. Yes, the same one with the jet boats, but obviously jet boats don't come anywhere near here. The jet boats will be a lot farther down. Now, look at the frothing, how white the water is here. Churning, etc., etc. Because obviously it's going through a canyon. The Rogue River is going through this little tiny canyon. But you'll notice the water is flowing from left to right. It's flowing downhill, right? And same thing over here. You can see the water is flowing from left to right, flowing downhill. That's common sense, right? So let me give you a different view over here. Make sure my camera rig is tight. Okay, so notice the water here is flowing from left to right. Now, look at the water directly above me, below me. Look at the direction it's going. A lot of the water is going straight ahead. Some of it's turning right and going underneath me. So check this out right here, directly below me. Look at the water. It's going into the ground. Unfortunately, it's directly below me. They could have put this platform in a better location. So long story short, if you fall in the water here, you're gonna get pulled under and you're gonna go through a lava tube. Most of the water above here, that's a tiny amount compared to how much is actually going through the tube. Now they ask us to stay on the trail, and with the water level so high, I can't get over there. If you come back late summer, there's no water coming across the top and you can safely walk over to the other side, check it out a little better. Now I'm gonna leave the video running so you can see where I am. There's trees blocking the view. It won't be the best view for a while. I'll try to be quick so you don't get bored. You know, everybody has a short attention span these days. Oh wow, there's a golden mantled chipmunk. So I'm walking on a nice paved trail. This is fully ADA compliant. Actually, there's a little gap in the trail. It'd be a little bit of work if you're in a wheelchair, but oh wow, it'll be fun. So notice there's also a fence, because obviously the water here is very treacherous. If you fall in, it'd be very difficult to get out, at least when it's so high right now. Okay, this is the Rogue River. Same water, right? Notice how there's water coming from the left side of this tree here, right? Now look across here. Look at the water. It looks like it's coming out of solid rock. So that water that was disappearing underneath me on that platform before, some of it's coming out here. But look to the right. Look to the left side there. Hopefully it's dark over there. Hopefully my camera's picking it up. But the majority of the water going in the Rogue River is actually coming out of that hole right in the rock right there. So there's a lava tube in there that splits two ways, and a lot of that water is going through the lava tube. Officially it is big enough for people, but it'd be very, very difficult and dangerous to go through that tube and survive. So yeah, don't try it unless you invite me to get the video. All right, but unfortunately then they have the trail over here dozens of feet from the edge. They don't have it right on the edge. I think we're in a national forest right now. See, the difference is if this is owned by like a for-profit park, they'd cut down all these pesky trees and put the trail over where we can actually see. But then again, they'd probably put a cap over the river so people can't fall in and sue. So here's a decent view. We're kind of facing the sun, but this is where you can see a huge amount of water. Even when the water level is low, see, I'm facing the sun, but hopefully you can see both on the left side of this tree and the right side of this tree. There's a huge amount of water. I think it's like thousands of cubic feet per minute or something like that. It's huge. But yeah, I was gonna say, even when the water level is low, a majority of the water comes out that right hole there. I don't remember ever seeing water coming out that left hole. And if you come here when the water level is really low, there's nothing going across the top. So you can actually walk across the top. That's why you call it a natural bridge. Man, the lighting is not ideal. Can't really do anything about that. I'm facing roughly south, well, southeast. So I guess if I came back in the late summer, or sorry, late in the day, maybe the lighting would be better. I haven't decided if I'm going to come back this way or come back the shortcut. It'll save me over an hour if I take the shortcut, but I wouldn't mind coming back and trying again. Wow, this is some serious rapids over there. Who wants to go inner tubing? This is a case where an inner tube would save your life, because you know, you'd float across the top instead of getting sucked into the tunnel. But yeah, look at how frothy the water is. Very, very rough. I mean, this is basically a class 4 rapid. I'm exaggerating, I don't know, but very huge. Notice over there where it looks like it's going into a cave, but it's a dead end. I don't think it's going through and coming back, it's just churning. There's actually a walkway over there at really low water level. I think people have climbed down there. I haven't done that, that's too scary for me. And obviously with the water level like it is, keep in mind that's cold water too. So yeah, even with a life jacket, you'd want to have a really good raft or something to make sure that you stay afloat in a mess like this. Lots of fun. What's weird, the parking lot's huge. There's room for dozens of cars, but there's nobody else here right now. I think it's because the Rim Drive in Crater Lake is still closed. So if you go up to Crater Lake, you can only see like, you know, you can see it from one angle. You can't really go any hiking. So yeah, on the right side there, you can see where all that water is coming out of solid rock. What's ironic, so it's a pretty good lava tube, but I don't think it has a name. We should name it Rogue River Cave. What's funny, the sign here, it even calls it the cave. Look at that, they put cave in quotation marks, like it's not a cave or something. Anyway, it's a lava tube. It's short but sweet. Here's the artificial bridge, real easy pedestrian bridge. It's also a good view of the water here because, like I said, the water level is just so high. It's white water. I did the Rogue Jets yesterday based in Cold Beach. Wow, that was a neat trip. Over $100 though. Not exactly cheap, but oh well, something to do. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna hurry up and finish this video before anybody else gets here so I can get a video without everybody else in my way. Alrighty then, so there's the Rogue River at Natural Bridge, Oregon.